Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Wayne Rooney captures the imagination for me. By the time this fella retires, he'll have many a record to his name, and all achieved because of a burning desire to be the best.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Foden for Olise. Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Stood up well to him there. Messi. And it's Beckham. And he's picked out the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we have our very first corner. Olise with the short one. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Alexander-Arnold is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Olise plays it short. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That is a brilliant interception. And that has left him in a heap. Good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Rooney. That is a great pick out. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. De Bruyne providing an outlet on that flank. Foot in. Beckham. Still goalless. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Seedorf. Oh, good spread. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And that's put paid to a promising move. Beraldo. Alexander-Arnold. Foden. Foden going face-to-face with his great rival. The less said about that pass, the better. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Bruno Fernandes. And there's green grass ahead of him. He has found the way through. De Bruyne, Mbappe. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rooney. Foden. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Beckham. Now it's Rooney. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Foden. For Olise. Back into the middle. He's picked. Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Seedorf. Van Dijk. Foden. Alexander-Arnold. Now Foden. And it's Messi. to Messi. And here's Mbappe. And the finish! And he's done it! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Van Dijk.
Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Rooney! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
Akanji. No way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He can get that clear.
There will
And
be
it's
1
Messi.
minute at a
Pops him
time.
off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe. Good running, strong and purposeful. And there's the end of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Indonesia head for the dressing room. Mbappe! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
After 47 minutes is number 9, Kylian Mbappe.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Foden has a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he was quick to react. Foden. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. And Dijk deals with that comfortably.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Foden. Beckham. Now the finish! And he comes up trumps again. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he cuts out the supply. Foden. Now it's Mbappe. And he's got the beating of his man.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's corner. Messi moves short. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Beraldo wins the duel this time. Threads one in. Looks a good ball through. And he was alert to it. Seedorf. Akanji. Seedorf. Bruno Fernandes. Messi in acres of space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Robertson. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Throw in. Foden. Olise is always looking to play quality balls. Rooney. Messi, spread out to the left. He is through here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Robertson. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Half an hour gone in the second half. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's Mbappe! And that's a real chance missed.
Mbappe has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Going to be disappointed with that. He's had a hit! Oh, should have put that away. Indonesia have their third corner. And it's been taken short.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. This is it then, now or never. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Beckham, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Foden. He's played him through.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Beckham could move up a gear here, and he's picked out the run. That's tidy. The ball has bounced loose now. Beckham, he's cut it out. And that is as far as it goes. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. A moment of great pride, the anthems.
This is now today's lineup.
They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Stefan de Vrij. He's a very clever central defender whose positioning and reading of the game are second to none. The way he seems to just know where a pass is headed and he steps in to make the interception. It's very impressive. He's very good on the ball too, Peter, and always looking to contribute towards the build-up play.
Okay, interesting.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Short changes him with that pass. Yamal. And it's Rooney. Elise. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Beckham. Mbappe. Rooney. Back into the middle. They've won a corner. Indonesia with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Indonesia appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. And it's Beckham. That's very neat. Picked out brilliantly. And Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. De Vrij gets it away. quarter of an hour played. Foden. Busquets. Indonesia are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Can he put it away? In he goes again. He scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
After 20 minutes is number 8, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian
A
Mbappe.
1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Foden. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Foden. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that is really good tenacity. So, third corner of the game. Olise with the short one.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. Torres had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Olise.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And if you have just joined us, still just one, and he's had a hit! Really well taken goal! And they're at it again, in double quick time! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one...
Rooney! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Number 21, Wayne
Indonesia find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial. And Messi! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! About as smooth as it gets. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Indonesia are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Decent hit! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Oh, it was the first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, easy pickings there. Neymar. Busquets cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Rooney! In for the pieces! And he hits the net! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 43 minutes is number 8, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Beckham. And he's making progress on the ball. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through.
Added time.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that could set him on his way. Fernando Torres. And that should be the keepers. And he'll shoot here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Neymar! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Indonesia utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. So off we go once more. Neymar.
Oh, great feat that.
Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Drogba. It's a sweet ball that. He's in plenty of space here.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And that has been clubbed away. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Drogba. Great chance! He's got a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. That's a nicely measured pass. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Fernando Torres. The muscular approach does pay off here. Looking for the runner. Goalkeeper's ball. Neymar. Messi. He is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now that's a fine challenge. Now, what about a counter-attack? Spread neatly. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Olise. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, sweet feet.
Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Look, it's a run defence dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged. Oh, they could be caught out here. There's the shot! It's in! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Indonesia are having a ball here.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
And he cuts out the supply. Stefan de Vrij. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Now it's Drogba. Threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Messi defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Messi. Beckenbauer into Stefan de Vrij. Now it's Drogba. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Rooney. Nice interception, well timed. Busquets. Fernando Torres. Now it's Neymar. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
He's picked his way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Busquets. Not the most accurate pass. Elise. Yep, it's a corner. Indonesia get their fourth corner. They've played it short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Drogba. Kubo. Great defending, strong and determined. Kubo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cannavaro gets it clear. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Foden! Foden! And it's in! And that takes him up to 30.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
After 87 minutes is number 10, Phil Foden. Phil Foden.
Busquets.
Phil Foden.
Alexander-Arnold. Kubo. For Stefan de Vrij. Busquets. Barcelona finding their passes. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Foden.
4 added
Time
minutes has
added
been
on,
indicated.
4 minutes. And that has left him in a heap. Beckham with the foul. that's a booking, always looked it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Kubo. He's found a way past. And the shot's on here. Torres receives it in a good position here. No way through. There's no flag. Foden. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Tunisia, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin.
Oke guys, kita lanjut lagi ya guys ya. Anjay. Waduh, rambut gue cuy. Iya. Wah, kok gak kayak tadi ya? Tapi barusan nah, ini kan lebih keren gitu gak sih? Oke, kita lanjut push divisi lagi ya coy. Divisi AI coy. Nah, nggak bisa lah, ngebug coy. Wah, anjir. Weh. Nah. Oh. Oke, lanjut lagi ya guys. Lanjut lagi. Alright, wih. Oh, masih divisi 5 coy. Divisi 5 tidak apa-apa, karena kita masih pemula ya cuy. Halo, sorry ya, gue mandi bentar tadi. Oh, oke, aman cuy. Bisa RM. Wah, gak bisa. Gini aja. Welcome.
Well, it is a game which in the
Nice. Yo.
but it is equally clear
Kita
and
berantai
very
ini.
visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack.
Right.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
Kok bisa?
And as you can see, we've already started here. Brilliantly cut out.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Alexander-Arnold. And here's Rooney.
Eh.
He gets big.
Nice. Tidak
Decent
kali.
attempt, but not quite good enough. And we have our very first corner.
Beckham.
De Vrij tries to clear. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. And it's hoisted clear. Casado, foot in. Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rooney. Bergkamp. He's in here. Great chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Musiala deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Musiala.
Ah,
Pass isn't the
ngapain?
best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Barella. And he was quick to react. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mbappe.
Terlalu banter.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Musiala. He's going to be disappointed with that. Casado. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. Real chance!
Nice.
Goal!
Itu dia,
Oh,
bos.
delicious. Such
Ayo,
devilish
welcome
goal.
cuy,
Well,
welcome cuy.
the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Wah.
No, that was never going to make it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Flamengo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky
Terlalu
fashion like this.
tinggi.
But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Casado. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Ferran Torres. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Bergkamp. And here's Rooney. Bergkamp. Bergkamp!
Ngapain gua biru ya?
It all
Ini sih.
deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Courtois with the clearance.
Oke, Musiala.
Well seen.
Ah,
Saw
shit,
that
man.
coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi.
Aduh. Saya
He's
sih.
come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now, can he find a finish?
Anjir.
Goal!
Anjir.
Ball's run loose here.
Untung dia gitu naruh.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Now that's well seen too. Mbappe.
Lama.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
Nice.
Bergkamp. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And the shots!
Itu dia Rooney cuy.
A two-goal cushion.
Yeah,
And it's looking
yeah.
safe.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Indonesia are sitting pretty. He rises! And that'll be the last act of the first half. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good
Oh,
position.
welcome to
when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength.
Indonesia are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Bergkamp. Played out wide. Musiala. Barella did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ferran Torres has got himself a free kick. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. He has found the way through. Barella. Goes down, but nothing given. Chance here to counter. Musiala. Good purposeful running this. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
Oh,
the great escape.
He could be in here, and the flag has stayed down. That's gone loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Sialah.
He's through here. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Stefan de Vrij. And it's Beckham.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Bergkamp.
80.607 espectadores.
Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Messi. Out of play for a throw. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Musiala powering forward here. Bergkamp. Rooney. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
It was the first touch to die for, and it set him
Rooney
up
apa sih, kiri apa kanan?
Could be danger here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Flamengo ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Rooney. Loose ball. Chase on to retrieve it. Casado to Barella.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through, and the keeper beats it away.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's a mighty effort. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. Stood up well to him there.
Oi.
Barella promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe.
Nice.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that should get the job done. Beckham. No, Again, there's no way through. Mbappe. Olise.
Ini
Indonesia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Musiala. Cleared
nggak bisa
without
nunggu cok,
hesitation.
jalan sih harusnya.
They get a throw in. The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Beckham,
Like Tempsha clearance. Now there's a
Musiala,
and now they can spring out of defence. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Caio Enrique. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Aduh,
Palmer.
Yos,
Mbappe. Caio Enrique. Mbappe. So that's it.
nice,
It's all over.
nice cuy.
What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination.
Nah, kita takut terus ya. Hah? Main gini aja coy. Wah ini gak bisa coy. Ini RMF ini. Lagi nggak bisa LWF ya. Oh ini buat sanduran cok orang ini anjir. Bener. Wah bisa ditindak kan? Lah, ini gak bisa ngapa-ngapain sih. Akhirnya pakai seadanya aja lah. Ini seharusnya buat sundulan Beckhamnya anjir. Susah
Well, they say
Okay.
football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most
I see.
primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad
Oh.
to have you alongside us
Kenapa?
for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Fires it in low.
Nice. Nice.
Peter, I think there's a good
Nice.
chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vito Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever through his career,
Man.
and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, the judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
Well read, nice interception. Yamal. Murillo. Olise. Bergkamp. Now it's Messi. Distributed tidily.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Oh, what a climb!
Wah, sumpah kelas 9 enak guys ini guys. Kita pakai 9 aja gimana ya? Pakai Ronaldo sama Haaland. Ya.
Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much. Has a goal!
Tuh kan?
Oh, denied brilliantly. Mbappe
Really
Hey,
must be
quick,
thinking what he
combination.
has to do to score there.
Tunisia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. Bergkamp out to the right.
Rooney.
Much frustration as to the lack of a touch to
Wah,
finish
jangan
that off.
sama sih. Langsung.
Rooney.
Nice.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bergkamp. It's a good ball out wide. Rooney! He scored! Martin again in double quick time. Some
Anjay.
heroic goalkeeping, but even
Menang
that
terus
couldn't
Bang
save
kali
them
ini.
this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Ronaldo plays it short.
Oh
Throw it.
shit.
And that's aimed into the middle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly
Nice.
tested. Now it's Beckham. He rises!
Rooney.
Oh, not the best of headers.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Bayat with the clearance. Yamal engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Mbappe. And he's in on goal. Beckham! And he's there to belt it away. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That's been intercepted. Beckham. It's a good-looking cross. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Did he that? Because it had a decent chance of
Kok
progressing.
terus coy.
Bayat gets it away. Mbappe tries a shot! And more, and more, and more!
Go coy.
And surely that settles it!
Well, Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully
ไอ้
close. Kaká, so nearly the perfect ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He has found the way through. He's in a great position. And it's been taken short. Foot in.
อันนี้คือตัวที่
They've played it short.
nice
And now a sudden chance to counter.
masih
No, that was never going to make it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Oh, this looks sharp.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Olise is one of the key ingredients in
อ่า
the
อี
team's
กแล้
attack.
ว
Murillo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous.
that's fabulous
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
For Olise.
tuh
Gets his pass away. Yamal!
ya
That
blitz
is
dia
decidedly lacking.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on
Hey.
dispatch.
ngapain cok
He's going for goal.
Ih,
Who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Modric! A decent effort.
Mikhailo.
First half draws to a close. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Indonesia are very much where they want to be, courtesy of some truly incisive play. Their approach, vibrant, utterly irresistible. They hope shortly to resume this onslaught. The score currently 3-0.
masuk
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Mikhailo
Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe.
Anderson
He's in plenty of space here.
Rooney
He's found a
kepalamu
way through.
Well, that
Wow.
has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
It looked as though that might lead to something
Oh,
quite
wow.
promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
loh
Bergkamp. 3-0 the score, and very little to
Ah.
suggest that much is going to change. Deftly away. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up.
Oh, shooting chance!
nice 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 nice
And
nice
there's your hat-trick hero.
yeah.
He is simply
Iya, pakai
indefatigable.
sedulan aja kita di sini kan.
That's no fluke, it's what he was
Ya,
there
pakai
for.
Beckham,
Such good
Beckham.
movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right
Yang
place
dulu.
at the right
Oh.
time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Lah, lah.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to
Yeah.
be for him.
And the frightening thing
Yang
is,
malah
Peter,
dikuam tuh.
this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these
Iya
situations.
mah.
Jugadores en el
Malah
Barcelona.
kita.
El dorsal
It's become a
9
case of men against boys.
será reemplazado por el dorsal 24.
Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Kepalamu.
Indonesia have their second corner now.
Anjir 100 tuh. Rooney.
And now they can clear their lines.
Oh shit.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other
Oh
way.
shit.
Now it's Watkins.
Shit.
Beckham.
McAllister. Shit.
Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial
Nice,
cul-de-sac
nice,
there.
nice, 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 nice.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Hits one.
Anjir.
And again.
Messi. Ya oh Messi.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Cristiano
salah sih.
Ronaldo. He's had it taken off him.
Nice.
Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yeah.
Mudryk. Now who's going to be first to this? Looking here to chip it through.
Yeah.
McAllister. Palmer providing an outlet on that flank. And he welcomes it in.
Wait.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of
Ay,
the
ma.
ball.
Palmer.
Palma.
Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Bagus banget Arnold.
Looking for
Bagus
options for
banget.
movement.
Beckham. Oh shit. Aish, Sibal banget cuk.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Sumpah.
Palmer could move up a gear here. Elise.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Mbappe.
Nice.
Alexander-Arnold.
Bawah.
Beckham. Wriggles his way through. Beckham with the cross.
Aish.
Kaka. The referee's awarded
Ya
a free kick.
elah.
Well, you
Saya
might think
gol
it got
dikit
off lightly.
aja.
It is just a verbal warning.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Ay,
30
Sibal.
el dorsal 19 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22, el dorsal 20.
Oh shit.
Now it's
Villa.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Habrá
Messi.
2 minutos de descuento.
Alasan sebab apa?
That looks a
Oke,
decent
Arnold.
ball.
Arnold. Mes. Ya, Mes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ampun Bang Messi.
And there goes the
Messi.
final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far
Oke
too
guys,
clever for
kita
their
udah
opponents, and despite their best
naik
attempts,
pangkat ya guys. Kita udah dulu guys. Loh, belum cok. Udah. Langsung aja. Oke. Makasih ya guys yang udah nonton, yang udah like, komen, subscribe. Oke. See you di next video. Oke, bye bye. Jumpa. Ini apa cok? Indusnya lupa cok. Anjir. Aduh. Oh, ini cerita apa coba? Charlotte apa gimana itu? Charlotte sih boleh. Charlotte aja sih, Charlotte sih. Pakai sundulan aja. Charlotte sama Ronaldo. Dapat dong. Nice. Anjir. Kayaknya sih dapat sih. Enggak sih. Ininya putih tuh. Ya kan? Lag banget. Kita ke taktik dulu. Taktik direkam biar di sini. Enggak. Ini kasih jangkar. Jangkarnya ini mana tadi? Rekam polisi keterangan balik bentar kita ganti dulu aja deh. Ini siapa ini juga CF Ronaldo bagus pindah ini terus ini apa lagi ini kenapa aja ini apa ini pindahkan dulu sih jangan. Oke, nice. Makan keahlian. Oh enggak. Ajar pemain. Tembakan. Dribble nggak usah. Segera menyerang benar. Nol aja. Buatan di udara. Angkasan ini kesadaran benar gak sih? Di udaranya seharusnya ini 85 aja deh. Yang sundulan aja 90 aja lah. Oke, selesai sih. Oke, tinggal yang Ronaldo. Kita coba bisa apa enggak ini di eFootball apa? eFootball yang ini. Nah, 85 dribble enggak usah. Angkasan 90. Enggak usah ini. Kita di udara. Nice. Wah. Nah, belum bisa. Ada gini aja deh. Kita coba cuy. Anjay, gini aja ya. Balik gak sih? Balik aja sih. Oke, bisa ini orang tuh. Gini aja gak sih? Tapi bagusan. Gak apa-apa. Apa coy, apa coy. Bentar. Main paling cepat lah. Enggak. Ini apa ini? Penguasaan bola cepat menyebar ke sisi coy. Anjay, menyebar ke sisi. Nice. Kita coba apakah bisa menggunakan sundulan di PC cuy. Kan kalau di HP tuh OP banget kan sundulan. Kita coba di PC cuy. Anjay. Oke. Yuk. Cristiano memakai jersey Indonesia Raya.
They seek today to confirm promotion, preferably in style, but as a bare minimum, by way of the all-important point they still require. It is undoubtedly the biggest game for many in the crowd, and indeed for most on the field of play. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic.
Ronaldo, aduh.
Indonesia have created a real intensity
from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up. Enggak.
He's had it nicked away. That's going right the way across. Alexander-Arnold. Beckham. Oh, such a clever touch.
Charlotte.
Ternyata
bisa.
His joy, his goal. He steals the moment.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Made through for the wide man.
Sip. Mana nih? Ya Allah. Polisi maksudnya.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Ngawur.
He's free. Can he finish?
Untung aja. Ngawur banget coy.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score.
Beckham.
Played into space out wide. Alexander-Arnold looking to get on the
Cristiano.
Just couldn't
Tenang.
That was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Karena Arnold, guys.
Alexander-Arnold.
Nah,
Beckham.
Ini baru. Wish, Mak. Anjir.
And it's been given away.
Yeah.
Sanchez with the clearance. And it's Bergkamp. Beckham.
Cristiano.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
Susah sih, guys. Susah, tapi.
They're back on the ball again. Conte.
Enggak dia apa anjir? Dia apa?
Olise. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Anjir, masih bisa loh guys,
That's
nggak
very,
kasih
very good.
kekuatan
You can't ask for much
tendangan loh
more
cuy.
than that.
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
Arnold,
Olise,
oh,
and now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. That's a
nggak
little off
gitu,
target.
nggak gitu, nggak gitu.
Indonesia are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. It's a sweet ball. He scored. The crowd demanded,
Tiki Taka.
and he was thrilled to oblige.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Beckham. Shot a goal.
Sisi main kayak gini menang terus coy,
Like
sumpah.
that, he's into double figures now. Bergkamp
Ini mulu,
duly
anjir.
reaps his reward, kept
Kita
his cool
terkenal.
whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire
Aduh.
players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He has found a way through.
Ayo Charlotte.
Climbs up big. He's got a goal.
Sumpah.
And again, they simply
Anjir.
do not know what has hit them. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Ayo lo.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And it's Beckham.
Nice.
And they've got a throw.
Bergkamp. Charlotte.
Chance!
Jir, Charlotte.
And that comes to nothing.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
No, that was never going to make it. Olise. Neymar. He might be in here. Great work on the overlap. Alexander-Arnold. Bergkamp. Can he get onto this?
Minutos de descuento.
Terrific header. And it's headed over. Back into the middle. And he was quick to react. Bernardo Silva. Now Neymar. Neymar stood his ground strongly. That's a nicely measured pass.
N'Golo Kante.
There's the whistle for
N'Golo
half-time.
Kante.
Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Indonesia have been more or less perfect, I would say. Their manager's all smiles, and he's got every reason to be.
Indonesia have continued without fuss to do their thing. They have impressed hugely in the first 45 minutes, and this is the very least they deserve for their splendid endeavours. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Conte.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Kimmich.
Might want to be careful there.
Hai.
And that's been won straight back. And here's Beckham. Beckham.
Nyasar lot.
Mighty effort.
Iya.
Decent chance. That is a fine delivery.
Gur banget itu sih.
Now it's Rafinha.
Hei.
Elise.
Main.
Olise!
Terbaya loh tuh.
Out the best in the keeper.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Hei.
And it's Neymar. And that's surely a foul. Free
Gitu
kick.
doang loh bang.
Now the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many
Apa
more chances.
sih?
Well, he got a little eager knowing what's at stake, so I hope a few strong words, Peter, can settle him down.
Kimmich driving on and making good
Ini
progress.
keras ini. Tentang langsung dari ini keras Bernardo Silva. Oh.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well timed,
Not
excellent
bad.
interception. Olise.
Bisa.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Apa coba
Alexander Arnold with a definite fell there. Alexander Arnold gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Solot, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Solot looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out
Yeah,
the
Peter.
threat now.
Now the finish! They've done it! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Marcó.
Look,
En el
all
minuto
they want to hear
62,
right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
And now he has two.
Será reemplazado por
Hai.
Are having a
Viral
ball
tuh
here.
ini.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Simai.
Time and again they are repelled. He's got away. Olise. Bergkamp. Beckham picks it up out wide. Bergkamp. Beckham. Alexander Arnold looking to run onto it.
Olise.
High
Yes,
and ultimately
man.
harmless.
Kenapa enggak?
He's through here. Bergkamp. Nicely weighted ball.
Ini.
Beckham.
Nyos.
Really well taken goal.
Oke, kesundulannya coba.
And this is getting ridiculous.
Anjir.
Borderline crazy.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Aneh.
Up he goes.
Anjir.
Oh, it needed better placement.
Main gini terus aja saya sumpah.
el dorsal
Madrid
Udah pasti
are
gini.
making a change now.
Yeah, I think he's been
Udah
told
pasti.
to play that role of the tactical
namanya
pivot, spraying the ball about,
Divisi
sometimes
1.
driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Lu divisi berapa bang? Ini baru divisi 5. Oh sweet man.
Well,
Ini
the
baru
defence
nyoba.
proved infallible then. That won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Rafinha. Olise. Wits. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Oke.
Well, that is good.
Ayolah.
Running sharp movement. Came up against a
Hey.
defender though who was... Tries a shot! No, it's wide.
Elise completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking
el
himself for it.
dorsal 11. Será reemplazado por el dorsal 26.
Beckham.
Sarot.
Yep, it's a corner.
Ih,
Corner number 2 then.
Beckham.
Kimmich clears it away, and it's Bergkamp. He gets big. It's there.
Sumpah. Menang mulu tuh,
Panache
sumpah.
and passion. This a man full of it all.
It's a
Pasti
mass
Jo.
exodus
Win,
now.
win.
Certain sections of the
Ini aja
stadium are leaving in
divisi
droves, and you can't
mau
blame
divisi
them.
4 loh, Jo. Nah, tuh kan.
And that
Lagi,
means just one thing. Match ball.
Beckham.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution for one player. He's been
Beckham
just
masuk
about
lah.
unplayable.
Nah,
Irresistible force today.
Oh,
Charlotte.
what a
Tuh,
climb!
tuh kan.
It's in.
Anjir. Dan
And
saya
so
dengan gini
clear that
enak ya.
one side are so
Asal
much
punya
better. The
Beckham yang ini, Jo.
scoreline
Beckham
entirely
yang ini loh, Jo.
justified.
Yang nah,
Well, I
yang
think we've
di
reached the
Inggris ini
point
loh.
when even damage limitations is no
Enak
longer an
banget,
option.
sumpah.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This
Oh, he's been
Nih
caught
lagi
out
guys.
here.
Anjir.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The pressing's intense and it's paid
Iya.
off.
Puntos de descuento.
6 menit. Jo. Kita coba lagi guys. Nah, Olise, tarik Olise,
It's a forceful run down the
tarik
right, but
Olise.
he's
Lah,
shown
gak ada yang
options
maju,
now.
Jo. Mana
Olise.
sih orangnya anjir.
Whistle's gone,
Weh,
and they've
ngapain
got themselves
bang?
a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. And here's Beckham. Beckham.
Aish, salah sih.
Ederson
Tidak bisa, Jo.
catches it safely.
Ya Beckham ini, Jo. Anjir, banget.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely
Mm.
no supply.
Quality ball.
Kimmich really added the width there,
Udah
thanks to
win
his
guys.
willingness to...
Kita kasih
play
satu,
well.
kita kasih satu musuhnya biar senang.
And the shot.
Kita aja nggak bisa, Jo.
Referee looks at
Anjir.
his watch and blows his whistle.
GG,
A
Charlotte,
win, a
GG.
triumph. A time
Cristiano.
to crank up the music, charge the glass.
Wah, Cristiano
This is
MVP,
going to
Jo.
be quite a party.
Up to divisi 4 bos. Oke guys, kita udah dulu ya guys ya. Aduh, kok malah rame guys. Langsung kasih lagi. Kita coba PVP coy. PVP apa dulu? Ayo. Biar dapat koin. Acara PVP ada. Dapat kan ini? Enggak dapat. Enggak dapat. Ini dapat kan? Dapat undian. Gak ada yang dapat koin anjing. Oke lah guys, gini dulu ya guys hari ini guys. Kita lanjut nanti siang tuh. Nanti habis zuhur. Oke, terima kasih yang udah nonton, terima kasih yang udah like, comment, subscribe. Terima kasih buat semuanya ya guys ya. Arigatou gozaimasu. Lah, kayak bisa keluar.